with COVID-19 on Monday, campaigning in Florida.
We're 90% better now than we were 6-7 months ago in terms of a cure for people that get really sick. 90%. It's incredible what's happened. And with children, it's 99.9%. You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott's limited ballot drop box order stands. Abbott's decision for there to be one ballot drop box per county for mail-in ballots remains in effect after some legal wrangling that ended Monday when a federal appeals court upheld Governor Abbott's order. This is USA Radio News.
Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new truck.
Yep, we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
Finally, shipping made easy. Just Ship is your answer to your shipping aggravation. They come pick up your package and ship it for you. Birthday gifts, eBay sales, or an online return. Just Ship can handle all of them for you. Act now and you can save 20% on an annual subscription, which will take you through the 2020 holiday months. Go to www.justship.net now and take the aggravation out of shipping.
You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros. Trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
2 Men in a Truck.
The Ocala Golf Club, one of Ocala's premier golf courses, from its pristine 18-hole course layout to its amazing pro shop. Jason Linhart and the staff at Ocala Golf offer everything that you need for your golf outing. That's the Ocala Golf Club. Experience country club style golf at municipal prices. You won't go wrong with the Ocala Golf Club. Call them for a tee time today, 352-401-6917.
Howdy folks, RL here for Dairy Queen again to tell you about what's hot and what's not. Dairy Queen has some of the best char-grilled chicken breasts on earth, as well as their chicken breast salad. And the burgers are exceptional, cooked on a real grill for the best flavor and less fat. And for dessert, blizzards are unequaled. Personally, banana split is my all-time favorite. Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
Brick City Creative Group is your one-stop multimedia destination. With the experience our team has, not many can really tell a story like we do. Specializing in live broadcasting, promo reels, film, and social media. No matter the story, we've got you covered with some of the best professionals in the industry. Your story is our mission. Find us on the web at brickcitycreativegroup.com or on Facebook at Brick City Creatives.
This is Ocala Talks with Tom Schmitz, bringing stories that are important to our community in and around Ocala. Plus, of course, a splash of sports as well. Now, here's your host, Tom.
Good Tuesday morning to you. Welcome to Ocala Talks. I am Tom Schmitz, coming to you live from the palatial studios of WOCA Radio, just outside the food court entrance to the Paddock Mall in the Brick City beautiful Ocala, Florida, on a wonderful Tuesday. Don't you love a day like today when the weather is clear, the humidity's low? So when they say it's going to be 88 degrees today in Ocala, it's going to feel like 88 degrees. I like that it feels like the same temperature as it's supposed to be outside. This is Ocala Talks. If you're looking for Mike Gallagher, he's not been on the radio now for going on almost 2 weeks. I am now in the 11 to 12 time slot. every day. If you'd like to be a part of the show, call 622-9622. Give us your thoughts. We talk about everything Marion County, Ocala, Bellevue, Denellen, Reddick, Citra, any of the outlying areas. We are a Ocala, Marion County talk show, and we talk about us. And instead of Gainesville and Orlando doing it, we do it. And I like that. Today's guest at 11:15, the Chief of Police of the Ocala Police Department, Greg Graham, already in the building, in the green room, waiting to get in here to basically just ridicule me and tell me how bad I am. That's usually what he does. But we'll have the Chief on at 11:15. But before we do that, I want to get to some things here in Ocala that might interest you. Santa Claus calls. With Santa Claus's regular stop in downtown Ocala this season off because of COVID, children can still pass along their wishes to the big guy through a program coordinated by the City Recreation and Parks Department. A form is available on the city's website. You print the form, complete it, return it by November 30th to ensure a call from Mr. or Mrs. Claus to your little one. Find the form linked on ocalaflorida.org /holidays. You can find the form linked on ocalafl.org /holidays. Calls from Mr. and Mrs. Claus will be made to the children between 6 and 9 p.m. December 8th through the 10th. City staff, as you know, has canceled this year's Saturday on the Square event due to concerns over coronavirus. What it is Mr. and Mrs. Claus, because they're already living up north and they have a penchant for colds because of where they live, they don't want to catch the coronavirus by coming to Ocala. I understand it. City Council is expected to make a final decision on Light Up Ocala at the October 20th City Council meeting. Marion County's Election Center has sent out a record 87,762 mail-in ballots. How many of them went to cemeteries? No, that's just me. Never mind. They did this weeks ago. That means a third of all registered voters in the county got a mail-in ballot for the November 3rd general election. As of Monday afternoon, the local elections office had received 36,000 ballots back, nearly as many as the total number returned during the 2016 general election. They will continue to come in for the next 3 weeks until Election Day on November 3rd. That's 87,762 mail-in ballots. They've almost received back the exact same amount that they had received all of the 2016 election. In the March 2016 elections, Marion County voters approved a 1-cent sales tax to help pay for public safety needs and road projects. The sales tax increased from 6% to 7%. It was designed to last for 4 years and will sunset at the end of this year. Now, the November ballot, voters are being asked whether they want to extend the tax increase 4 more years. Proponents say that the extra tax revenue for infrastructure needs, not recurring cost salaries. Examples include the Rolling Greens Fire Station off Baseline, dozens of new fire trucks and ambulances, a backup emergency communications center, more than 300 vehicles and a helicopter for the Marion County Sheriff's Office, road projects like the repair of County Road 475B, which, by the way, thank goodness they repaired that because that was a garbage road, and it's a very nice road to travel. And construction of the Southwest 49th Avenue corridor. In all, 43 projects have been funded for a total of $167 million. If renewed, Marion County government says the tax will bring in another $196 million. A list of proposed projects and equipment purchases is available at marionsalestax.org, a website sponsored by the Marion County government. The projections are broken down by area: roads, sheriff, office, fire, rescue, public safety, communications, and animal services. A big advantage, proponents say, is that since this is a sales tax, all people, not just residents of Marion County who spend money in Marion County, are helping share the load. Nearly 30% of the tax has been paid by visitors to Marion County, meaning they have helped pay for roads and emergency services they use while visiting. Kevin Shealy, head of the Ocala Marion County Chamber and Economic Partnership, who we had on this show last week, said that the 30% figure includes more than just tourists and through travelers. It also includes the estimated 80,000 or so people who commute to Marion County to work each day. So you're going to be asked to vote for the 1-cent sales tax to extend it. And, I know some people say, I don't want any more tax, but 30% of that revenue comes from people who either work here and live out of county or who are visitors to this county for tourism, or as they're passing through, they stop at our gas stations, they buy stuff, they stay at our hotels, they may go shopping at our malls or eat at our restaurants. So, some people that don't live here help pay that tax as well. And you can see all the stuff. Every now and then you'll see places where it says your 1 cent sales tax at work. You'll see a sign. And believe me, if you've driven down 475B or 326, by the way, in between I-75 and 27, you can see how much better the roads are than they were when we weren't doing any infrastructure. So I, for one, will be voting for the sales tax, but you vote how you feel. Just go vote. Remember, you heard me say it, and I'll say it again. If you're not registered to vote, that ship has sailed. And if you don't vote November 3rd, shut your mouth. I don't want to hear anybody complaining. Nobody, nobody calling, foul. Oh, that was terrible. If you're not registered to vote and you didn't vote, shut up. I don't want to hear it. You didn't participate in the process. You don't get to complain about the process. Coming up next, Chief of Police Greg Graham. He'll be with us from the Ocala Police Department. Crazy world we're living in right now. We'll talk to the Chief about that next. Coming up right here on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my
too.
seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new truck.
Yep, we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
Finally, shipping made easy. Just Ship is your answer to your shipping aggravation. They come pick up your package and ship it for you. Birthday gifts, eBay sales, or an online return. Just Ship can handle all of them for you. Act now and you can save 20% on an annual subscription, which will take you through the 2020 holiday months. Go to www.justship.net now and take the aggravation out of shipping.
You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros. Trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
2 Men in a Truck.
The Ocala Golf Club, one of Ocala's premier golf courses, from its pristine 18-hole course layout to its amazing pro shop. Jason Linhart and the staff at Ocala Golf offer everything that you need for your golf outing. That's the Ocala Golf Club. Experience country club style golf at municipal prices. You won't go wrong with the Ocala Golf Club. Call them for a tee time today, 352-401-6917.
Howdy, folks. RL here for Dairy Queen again to tell you about what's hot and what's not. Dairy Queen has some of the best char-grilled chicken breasts on earth, as well as their chicken breast salad. And the burgers are exceptional, cooked on a real grill for the best flavor and less fat. And for dessert, blizzards are unequaled. Personally, banana split is my all-time favorite. Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
Brick City Creative Group is your one-stop multimedia destination. With the experience our team has, not many can really tell a story like we do. Specializing in live broadcasting, promo reels, film, and social media. No matter the story, we've got you covered with some of the best professionals in the industry. Your story is our mission. Find us on the web at brickcitycreativegroup.com or on Facebook at Brick City Creatives. Welcome back to Ocala Talks with Tom Schmitz. If you're waiting for Michael Gallagher to come on the radio, you're going to be waiting a while. Michael Gallagher has been replaced by yours truly. Besides, Michael Gallagher. Could you really pick him out of a crowd if it was only him in the crowd? Probably not. Welcome into the studio now, man, who over the past 5 or 6 years, we've done a lot of this together.
Yes, we have.
Chief of Police Greg Graham in the Ocala Police Department. How are you, Chief?
I'm doing great, brother. How are you?
I'm doing well, but I'm not a police officer. I mean, it's right now. We talk about how crazy a time we live in. Right now with COVID and all the stuff you're having to do to protect your officers and the general public and all, plus an all-out just group of people who have it's almost like, and I haven't seen it in Ocala, but I've watched a lot of YouTube videos where it's almost like, okay, you got a badge, big deal. The people who are our leaders say we don't have to listen to you.
Yeah, it's an interesting time to say the least. But before we even get to that, I'm glad to see that you're back on the air.
You're the only one. I've got a lot of emails.
I was going to say that we should get Martone in here, the general manager, and ask him just how far down the list and how bad he had to scrape the bottom of the barrel to get to you.
It was a long way. It was a long way. When my name came out as somebody to call to do this, he said it came out of the drain plug area of the barrel.
They
didn't even take it out the top of the barrel.
Where all the hair is.
It was the drain plug area of the barrel.
No, I've been excited. I've been watching. I've been listening to you, and I'm happy that you're.
Well, I was just tired, just like back. You. I'm tired of Orlando and Gainesville telling me what's important in Ocala.
Right.
Like, to me, and I know this might not be a sexy story, but the sales tax initiative is a big deal because of what it offers in infrastructure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But nobody gets murdered in the 1 cent sales tax, so Orlando's not interested in it for Ocala.
No. And that 1 cent sales tax has done wonders for us, for law enforcement. We've been able to, upgrade or keep up with the times with our equipment, with our cars. We've built 2 substations. We built 3 fire stations, right? Maybe
yes.
4, 3 fire stations. With it, the road improvements that have occurred too as well. It's been a great asset for us.
I don't know how often you get out. I know you used to get out near the 475B all the time because you lived out there. But I don't know how often you get out there now. But you remember 475B was a joke of a road.
Oh, it was bad.
It would beat your suspension to death.
Yep.
It's a smooth ride. You get out there in my Cadillac and go, ooh, it's nice.
It's nice, yeah.
326.
Yep.
Fantastic road between the interstate and 27 now. And it used to be sober with not a bit of alcohol or anything in your system.
Right.
A trained police officer would probably have a hard time navigating the potholes that were on 326.
And the great thing about that sales tax is everybody pays. All the people that come to Ocala to work, work.
80,000 people that work in our county but don't live here.
Right.
Pay that sales tax.
That's exactly right. And what I tell the people that live inside the city, so, the city's got a population of 55,000 people. We service a population of about 130,000. 70% of our traffic crashes that occur inside the city
aren't people that live here.
Exactly. So, having it as a sales tax is a whole lot better than having it on your property tax because you've got, especially for the city of Ocala, because you've got 55,000 people paying for the services of 130,000.
Right. It's a lot better, the sales tax. And that's what people don't understand. Even though this is a county-imposed sales tax,
right,
it gets divvied up to all the municipalities. Citrus gets a piece. Bellevue gets some. Denellen gets some. Reddick gets some. Ocala gets some.
And it's helped Denellen PD and it's helped Bellevue PD upgrade their equipment as well. For the officers, we've been able to upgrade our computer systems for our combined dispatch center. So I'm just hoping that people are going to continue to support it.
The thing that I noticed the most about the OPD is you're still a few, like 732, car 732. I think I see it all the time.
Right.
But there's still a few. but there's not near as many Crown Vics on the road as there used to be.
There's a couple.
I think you got 3, maybe 2 or 3.
And they're spare cars, so when the officers wreck their new car or newer car, especially if they crash a car more than once, we give them.
They get assigned that car.
We give them the old Crown Vics and let them ride around in them, and it's amazing how it improves their ability to drive.
Yeah, their acumen behind the wheel
of a newer car. Yeah.
Talk about how the communication center, though, how it's benefited from the sales tax.
So, we, the Ocala Fire Department decided that they wanted to come back to the city to be dispatched by OPD. So in doing that, we had to do 2 things. One is we had to upgrade our CAD system. We didn't have to upgrade our radio system, but we had to upgrade our computer-aided dispatch system and our records management system. And then we had, in the county and us, had to contract with both of our vendors for an enhanced CAD-to-CAD system, so that we can actually see each other's units, where they're at in the entire county. The fire departments have a mutual aid agreement where the closest unit gets dispatched. So, if it's a fire call or a medical call that's right outside the city, or there just happens to be a county truck driving near a call in the city, they're the ones that get dispatched first because they can see that because of this advanced.
Because they know where everybody is.
So, and the sheriff and I have had some discussion of basically doing the same thing with my officers and with his deputies, because there's deputies inside the city all the time. We've got a lot of officers that live in the county and they drive their cars home. So when they're coming and going from home, they're lit up on the screen of where they're at and how fast they're going and all that other stuff. And then we also have an agreement with the sheriff that anything that, close in on the outskirts of the city, if there's a call for service, that he doesn't have a deputy close by or they're way out in their zones, because their zones are huge. We'll dispatch our officers there and do that. So the cooperation between the 2 fire departments and then all of the law enforcement agencies right now in Marion County is, it's better than it's ever been, and probably better than it is anywhere else in the state of Florida.
When you talk about the relationship that you have with Sheriff Woods, how important is that? And I know that you have to communicate and all, but let's be honest, the regime that was in before Billy Woods was there, it's safe to say that while you worked together, because you're all in law enforcement and you work for the good of the community,
right,
it was a cool relationship. Is that safe to say?
So, yeah, it was strained,
right,
to say the least. Because I believe in certain things, and those certain things weren't also carried on.
There was a difference of opinion on process between the 2.
And fundamental service. The great thing about the relationship that Sheriff Woods and I have, and I'll mess up and call him Billy every now and then, is, we worked together at OPD for 26 years. So
he was a lieutenant for you. Should have been a captain or larger, but you didn't promote him because he was running for public office.
Yeah, he would have been promoted several times. And that was a conversation Billy and I had, Sheriff Woods and I had, when he first announced was, look, Billy, more power to you. I wish you the best. I'll support you all I can. But you're
froze.
Well, yeah, your career has stalled right here now, because I can't give the appearance, even though you deserve it, even though you're the best guy for the job, I can't give the appearance that the police department, the city of Ocala, is endorsing you in any way, and throw you out there for the political, beating that you're going to take. And I would have taken. It's like, well, the only reason you're promoting him is just to help him get elected. And Billy understood that. The sheriff
understood that, right?
The sheriff understood that, and in the long run, I think it worked out best for him, because everybody saw that we were trying to be as fair as possible in who got elected, and all the law enforcement, fire department leaders meet every week. It's not just me and the sheriff. It's the Bellevue chief, the Dunellen chief, the 2 fire chiefs, The Florida Highway Patrol meets with us, and we sit around and we talk about issues that are going on and how we can help each other. And it has never been this way. And I've talked to you. Maybe I've said this to you before, that all of us were cops. All the cops were cops together, either in the same agency or in the two different agencies, but we worked together. I mean, Chief Holland and I were partners in the drug unit.
Right,
together,
exactly.
Right? And then Chief Alexander, the fire chief in Ocala, and Chief Banta, the fire chief for the county, they rode rescue for Ocala Fire Rescue when they first got hired, and they were hired by Chief Woods, who happens to be Billy's
daddy,
father.
Right.
So although it does sound a little like a lot of inbreeding, but we've all got relationships with each other that we can call each other and ask.
It just shows that Ocala, there are people who dedicated their life to civil service and decided to make Ocala their home base for the whole time. Because these are people now that are in positions of chief and sheriff. You're the chief of police. You know, you grew up, Melrose was your hometown, then you moved to Ocala and everything. People come here and they stay here. That says a lot about where we are, the city of Ocala.
No, we're doing great.
Well, we got to take a short break here in a moment. When we get back, we're going to talk about, because I really hadn't seen you a whole lot because of the COVID-19 shutdown, or you just don't want to hang out with me. One or the other. It's one or the other.
We'll go with the COVID thing.
I don't jump out of airplanes, though, so that probably has a lot to do with it. Yeah. But we haven't talked, so I would like to get some insight on what has happened and how the police department has changed in their practices because of COVID-19.
Sure.
And then we got to talk about this just movement to get rid of police. There's no other way to say it. There's a movement out there to get rid of police. We'll talk about all of that. This is Ocala Talks. My guest today is the Chief of Police of the Ocala Police Department, Greg Graham. If you'd like to get in on the conversation, you can do so by calling 622-9622. That is the line to reach us. We're not going to take any calls where you're bashing the police, but if you want to call to ask legitimate questions, 622-9622 is the number to call. Coming back after this timeout, we got Chief Greg Graham of the Ocala Police Department. You're listening to 30. Look, I was about to give a wrong name. Wow, I was about to say 36.9. That's not good. That's dyslexic to go 36.9. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, WOCA, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Auto...
USA Radio News with Tim Berg.
Senators are continuing to question Supreme Court nominee Amy Coney Barrett at her confirmation hearing today. California Democrat Senator Dianne Feinstein asking Coney Barrett about the Affordable Care Act.
Senator, I completely understand why you are asking the question, but again, I can't pre-commit or say, yes, I'm going in with some agenda, because I'm not. I don't have any agenda. I have no agenda to try to overrule Casey. I have an agenda to stick to the rule of law and decide cases as they come.
The Q&A with senators will take place today and tomorrow. Patients who've survived COVID-19 may be immune to reinfection for up to 4 months. Researchers at a Harvard-based hospital found high levels of antibodies for weeks after patients recovered from COVID-19. This is USA Radio News.
Facebook recently announced an update to Instagram DMs by introducing a new messenger experience in the app. More than 1 billion people already use Messenger. They are bringing some of the best Messenger features to Instagram.
I'm Adam Mosseri. I'm the head of Instagram. I'm excited to talk to you today about some of the new messaging features we've got coming out. One of the features I'm most excited about is the fact that people are going to be able to message across apps. So you're going to be able to message your friends on Facebook or on Instagram and vice versa. Now, this isn't going to change who you can message or who you can message you. You're still in complete control of both of those things. In fact, we've even built some new controls that are more granular that allow you to decide who exactly can message you, but you'll be able to manage your messages from one app should you so choose. use. And we think that's critically important, and we also think it's critically important that people have control over their experience.
For more information, please visit the Facebook newsroom at about.fb.com/news.
Anyone anxiety as it stares at you menacingly. You can't.
Does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new truck.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
Finally, shipping made easy. Just Ship is your answer to your shipping aggravation. They come pick up your package and ship it for you. Birthday gifts, eBay sales, or an online return. Just Ship can handle all of them for you. Act now and you can save 20% on an annual subscription, which will take you through the 2020 holiday months. Go to www.justship.net now and take the aggravation out of shipping.
You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros. Trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
2 Men in a Truck.
The Ocala Golf Club, one of Ocala's premier golf courses, from its pristine 18-hole course layout to its amazing pro shop. Jason Linhart and the staff at Ocala Golf offer everything that you need for your golf outing. That's the Ocala Golf Club. Experience country club style golf at municipal prices. You won't go wrong with the Ocala Golf Club. Call them for a tee time today, 352-401-6917.
Howdy, folks. RL here for Dairy Queen again to tell you about what's hot and what's not. Dairy Queen has some of the best char-grilled chicken breasts on earth, as well as their chicken breast salad. And the burgers are exceptional, cooked on a real grill for the best flavor and less fat. And for dessert, blizzards are unequaled. Personally, banana split is my all-time favorite. Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
Brick City Creative Group is your one-stop multimedia destination. With the experience our team has, not many can really tell a story like we do. Specializing in live broadcasting, promo reels, film, and social media. No matter the story, we've got you covered with some of the best professionals in the industry. Your story is our mission. Find us on the web at brickcitycreativegroup.com or on Facebook at Brick City Creatives. Welcome back on a Tuesday edition of Ocala Talks with Tom Schmitz. My guest in the studio this morning, Chief Greg Graham of the Ocala Police Department. We were talking before the break about some of the benefits of the 1 cent sales tax. You will vote on that November 3rd. I won't tell you how to vote. I will say that I'm voting for the 1 cent sales tax, but you vote what your conscience tells you, but go vote. If you don't vote, shut up. I don't want to hear it.
Exactly. Right.
It's just how it is. People have forgot. Some guy sent me an email. He goes, Tom@WOCA.com, by the way, if you want to send me an email. Guy goes, you're kind of blunting, and then, something with hole behind it. And I sent him back a email. I go, you figured that out kind of quick.
Pretty quick study, right?
Yeah, you picked up on that right away.
I was actually on a call. I'm on a statewide board, and we had a vote of a decision that needed to be made, and it was made by the membership, but I'm on the board, so the board's discussing it, and the membership overwhelmingly by 66 to 32, I think, whatever it was. I know that only adds up to 98, but
I understand what you're saying.
Right. So. And I said, listen, that to me, that's a mandate.
By well over 20 percentage points, that's a mandate.
Right, that's a mandate. And one of the other people on the board, piped up and said, well, that's just the voting members. That's just the people that voted. That's not the entire membership.
Well.
And I said the exact same thing. I said, show up and vote or shut up. I mean, if you cared enough about the issue to vote about on it, then great. But if you didn't care enough about the issue,
I don't want to hear it.
You can't complain about it. So I couldn't agree more. And I'm tickled to death. I saw something today that Wesley is getting is getting over 5,000 ballots a day.
5,000 ballots a day. They've received over 36,000 mail-in ballots already, which is as many as they received all of the 2016 election cycle. They sent out over 87,000 of them.
That's great. That's wonderful.
I'm not concerned about how the vote goes in this area. I'm concerned how the vote goes elsewhere.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see, though. Hey, that's what's great about our country and our Constitution is every 4 years we peacefully change power.
Well, and hopefully, that Ocala isn't different from the rest of the nation, that everybody in the nation is taking the time to get out.
To get out and vote. I would like, 70, 75, 80% turnout. That'd be great.
It would be awesome. I think it's pie in the sky, but I think
it is pie in the sky, but it'd be great.
I think it'd be awesome.
Let's talk about COVID-19. It came on, all of a sudden we heard about it in late January, and then it shut the whole world down in March.
Yes,
it went from it's a virus that's like the flu to shut the damn place down. We're done. Pack it in. Doesn't matter if your lives are ruined financially. At least you can breathe.
Right.
Somebody goes, well, that's kind of callous, Tom. I lost almost $4,000 a month. Well, you know what I mean.
Right. Yeah. It has. It really has sent everything into.
It's polarized people, hasn't it?
It was certain aspects of it absolutely have. The whole mask versus no mask. I chuckle about it because when City Council was having the discussion of whether or not they were going to
have a mask ordinance.
Have a mask ordinance, the council chambers were packed, and public comment went on for hours.
Hours.
Right. Two meetings later, we had our final budget meeting. 6
people in the whole building.
And they were all city staff.
All city staff.
And it was over an $800 million budget.
I know.
And it was like, you would think, but I get it. I mean, people are passionate, and I'm glad that they are.
People don't watch the news very close, but they watch The Masked Singer. Just keep that in mind.
Yes.
Just keep that in mind.
And, and I've never had an issue with, I wear a mask. In fact, I brought one just in case.
I got my CEP mask here somewhere.
I brought one just in case, and when I walk into businesses, I'll put it on. If I'm somewhere and someone asks me to put one on, I'll put it on. It doesn't bother me to wear a mask at all. I don't care. But I can tell you this, that I've got 300 cops, 300 people in our organization, and we go out on a daily basis and we touch people
every day.
And some of the people that we're in contact with don't understand social distancing and don't care about it and don't wear masks. And I've yet to have a single one of my employees contract COVID on duty.
Oh, through interaction with the general public.
Correct. Now they have gotten it because they've gone out, they've traveled, or people they know have traveled in, or things like that. But we've yet to have a huge outbreak. But we've had people test positive.
Well, I always tell people, I go, there's a local grocery store in town that does great Thanksgiving commercials. Right. We'll just leave it at that, right?
Right.
Can't say their name because they don't advertise with us.
Right.
But they're building a new one at Pearl Britain, okay?
Yes.
We'll just go with that. And it's really aggravating me because that's the one I shop at. But anyway, they did all this to make the one-way aisles, and they put the plexiglass up, and everybody was wearing gloves, and everybody's wearing masks, and I'm thinking, you're still touching money, then you're touching my groceries, you're not really protecting me.
Yeah, and I think that it's just people just need to be smart, and for the people that are more susceptible to it, and believe me, I
have asthma.
I'm not a doctor, but I've stayed in Gackwad's Holiday Inn, so but for the people that are higher risk in anything, they should take more precautions, not just in a COVID situation, but with the flu, with
anything,
Hep C or
all of it,
all that stuff. You should take precautions on, and it has certainly been some interesting times. But I think a couple of good things that have come out of it too, at least for us, is we've learned how to manage better our staff and resources, and have plans in place that, my gosh, if an entire squad of officers or dispatchers got COVID, what would we do and how would we do it? And we've got great plans in place to take care of that. And I think we've weaned our community from calling the cops on every little thing that occurs. Our calls for service are down dramatically. Our crime is down. Our violent crime is down 16%. Property crime is down 20%. Overall crime is down 19% during all this time. So, I'm optimistic. I think we're going to pull through this okay, but it has seriously put everybody into a tailspin.
Not to mention COVID. But then this is also the summer of protest.
Yes.
Not like the likes of what you've been seeing since the Vietnam War protest.
Correct.
And we've had our fair share of protesters right here in Ocala. The latest ones was 3 or 4 weeks ago. The Black Lives Matter group, the Democratic Party of Marion County and Alachua County got together and had a protest on the square. By the way, did it the proper way, went and got the permits, did everything they were supposed to do, listened to you. I was out there. Your officers told them, this is your designated area. They stayed in their designated area. The Trump supporters across the street, for the most part, stayed in their designated area. The one originally in the dead of the summer when you had the march that they did block up traffic for a while, marching down to Martin Luther King, to the rec center and everything, but all in all peaceful, with the only one arrest was some knucklehead who was trying to start some stuff between protesters, and also he was warned a second time and then taken down at the gazebo because he was being a knucklehead.
Yeah, we've been fortunate, and the thing is I've told people that the stuff that's happened across America that's caused the Black Lives Matter movement, that's caused the protests, that's called for reform, all the areas where that's occurring, there's a common theme, and the common theme is that the law enforcement agency, the local law enforcement agency, doesn't have a relationship with their community, and there's no trust with the law enforcement agency and the community. So the great thing that we've got going for us here in Ocala and Marion County is, and don't get me wrong, we're not perfect.
No.
Okay, but
nobody is.
But we've got a good relationship with the leadership in our communities. With the minority leadership, with the white leadership, with the Hispanic leadership, we know each other just like all law enforcement agencies do. We know each other personally because we've developed these relationships over the past 30 years. So when things like this pop up and people want to protest, we want to help. Because hey, I don't agree with what happened to George Floyd either. And I think it was despicable, and the court system will deal with it. But the last thing I want is for someone's constitutional rights to be violated. When they want to have a peaceful protest, I want them to have a peaceful protest.
100%.
I want to help them. I want to be there with them. I want to make sure that they're safe, and that's been our main goal, because there are some knuckleheads out there that disagree passionately with what they're protesting.
100%.
And you watched it across the nation, have taken action against that. against those protests.
You can go on YouTube and watch video after video after video of violent clashes that a lot of them are started by the knuckleheads who don't agree with the protesters who were there legally and exercise their constitutional right.
And that's exactly right. And that's when we find out, about the planned protest. We contact the leadership of the protest, and we sit down and we try to give them look, let's make some parameters so that we can
do this as safely as possible.
Right. So, but this is how different our community is, right? So one of the people that that initiated the very first protest that we had here, I'm hiring her as a law enforcement officer.
Exactly.
I am.
But she led a protest, by the way, which is her constitutional right to do so.
Well, and it was funny because, I met with her, I talked to her, I was there at the protest, I talked at the protest.
You did. We even got you on video. We even did it. Brendan Martin, my business partner, did an interview with you afterwards.
Yep. And I got a call from her, the nice lady, the next week, and she's like, "Hey, I'd like to come talk to you." And I'm like, "Yeah, sure. I'm available whenever." And she came in and we talked, and I asked about her future and what she wanted to do, and she told me, she goes, "Honestly, I've always wanted to be a law enforcement officer, but I've got some issues in my background." And like, well, let's talk about it. And we talked about it, and she's going to be an awesome police officer for us.
And that's how if people don't understand, if you want to affect change, the best way to affect change is become part of what you want to change.
Right. So in all the protests that have occurred, I used every protest as a recruiting opportunity.
You should.
And so far I've gotten 9 applications out of the protests. 4 of those applicants have made it through the process far enough to where I'm going to be able to offer them jobs.
See, there's the silver lining. You always find the silver lining. There's the silver lining.
Yeah. But once again, we live in a great community.
We do.
That, for the vast majority of we don't have a whole lot of ultra rights and ultra lefts.
We have sensibility in our community.
We do. Which is
common
a great thing.
Sense, as it were.
Yeah, right. With Tom Schmitz, which is a great thing, and which is why I choose to live in Ocala because of the mentality here that, hey, I can disagree with you, but I don't have to become violent in my disagreement.
Let's talk about something that you and I talk about every time we get together. With COVID, we know the death rate of COVID in Marion County. We know the death rate of COVID across the country. Seems like people have forgotten the death rate of opioids.
I make a report every week to council. We're at 232 overdoses, 33 deaths. We've saved 112 people with Narcan, and we've had 343 people participate in our amnesty program.
You're still working hand in hand with the centers.
We are.
They were in here. I interviewed them about 3 weeks ago when I was filling in on AM Ocala Live. Matter of fact, I got the gift bag still sitting right there. Yeah. And if you look over there, there's a Narcan box right over there. Yeah. Just in case,
There's a lot of Narcan out there, and a lot of lives are being saved as a result of it. But no, our opioid crisis is worse now than it's ever been. The quarantine and the whole COVID scare has sent a lot of people off the deep end. And it's prevented a lot of people from being able to access to help.
I have a very good friend of mine just lost someone very close to them through an overdose situation. So it's just, you think it doesn't affect you. You think COVID affects you. Well, so does the opioid crisis.
And we're still full bore on when we go to opioid deaths of treating them like homicides and,
charging people with murder.
Yep. We're still doing that. And if we can't prove a murder, we make sure that we get them in jail on the drug charges.
And what people don't know is that not only are they working with the state's attorney's office and the sheriff's department in conjunction with this, the federal government's working. If they can't get them on a state crime, they try to get them on federal crimes. You're doing whatever you can to take the scumbags who are killing people with this fentanyl-laced stuff and get them off the streets.
You know, Tom, it's crazy because some of these dealers will sell this stuff to people and tell them, look, this is hot. You know, don't do it by yourself. We've got dealers that have Narcan with them.
Just in case.
Just in case. Or they make sure that the people they're selling to have Narcan. It's crazy.
And to think I was part of that world neck deep at one time in my life. I make no bones about it. An addiction's a crazy, crazy thing.
Yes.
Chief, thanks for coming in and talking to us. You do this again regularly?
Absolutely, yes,
All right,
sir.
very good. Chief Greg Graham, thanks for coming in.
Have a good day, bud.
We'll shake hands. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me. We're going to take a short time out. When we come back, a little local sports. We'll talk girls volleyball and slow pitch softball right here on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my
too.
seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, a new spoiler, and a new truck.
Yep, we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
Finally, shipping made easy. Just Ship is your answer to your shipping aggravation. They come pick up your package and ship it for you. Birthday gifts, eBay sales, or an online return. Just Ship can handle all of them for you. Act now and you can save 20% on an annual subscription, which will take you through the 2020 holiday months. Go to www.justship.net now and take the aggravation out of shipping.
You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros. Trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
2 Men in a Truck.
The Ocala Golf Club, one of Ocala's premier golf courses, from its pristine 18-hole course layout to its amazing pro shop. Jason Linhart and the staff at Ocala Golf offer everything that you need for your golf outing. That's the Ocala Golf Club. Experience country club style golf at municipal prices. You won't go wrong with the Ocala Golf Club. Call them for a tee time today, 352-401-6917.
Howdy, folks. RL here for Dairy Queen again to tell you about what's hot and what's not. Dairy Queen has some of the best char-grilled chicken breasts on earth, as well as their chicken breast salad. And the burgers are exceptional, cooked on a real grill for the best flavor and less fat. And for dessert, blizzards are unequaled. Personally, banana split is my all-time favorite. Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
Brick City Creative Group is your one-stop multimedia destination. With the experience our team has, not many can really tell a story like we do. Specializing in live broadcasting, promo reels, film, and social media. No matter the story, we've got you covered with some of the best professionals in the industry. Your story is our mission. Find us on the web at brickcitycreativegroup.com or on Facebook at Brick City Creatives. Welcome back to Ocala Talks. This is time for your local sports, local high school and college sports, some of the pro sports. Tampa Bay Rays up on the Houston Astros. in the American League Championship Series. The Atlanta Braves up on the Los Angeles Dodgers in the American League Championship Series. Monday night, 4 sophomores and a freshman led the way as the Vanguard Knights defeated Bellevue 25-16, 25-13, and 25-21 in the semifinals of the District 5A championships, the semifinals. Vanguard, who's 11-2 on the year, will face Lake Weir on Wednesday at 7 p.m. at Bellevue High School for the district title. So Bellevue lost to Vanguard 25-16, 25-13, 25-21 in the semifinals of the District 5A tournament. So they're in the finals now, Vanguard against Lake Weir on Wednesday at Bellevue High School. Slow pitch softball, Forest and North Marion. At North Marion High School, senior night for both teams. Forest High School came out and was able to get the win. The Wildcats, unable to play at home due to field issues, wanted to share how appreciative they were to North Marion High for hosting their senior ceremony. Forest will have a doubleheader at Vanguard beginning at 5 p.m. on Tuesday. North Marion will visit Westport on today at 6 p.m. Forest is 2-2 on the season. North Marion is 2-6. Forest again wins that game 11-5. Vanguard beats Westport 12-5. The Knights were led by Kayla Walcott, Mariah Wynn, and Lucy Spukowski. Vanguard is 3-2. They'll host Forest in a doubleheader, like we said, on Wednesday, beginning at 5 p.m. That's your local sports for this time. I want to remind you again that if you have small children, Santa Claus's regular stop in downtown Ocala this year is off. Children can still pass along their wishes to the big guy through a program coordinated by the City Recreation and Parks Department. A form is available on the city's website. You should print it, complete it, and return it by November 30th. That way you will ensure a call from Mr. or Mrs. Claus. You can find the form on ocalafl.org/holidays. The calls will be made between 6 and 9 p.m. on December 8th through the 10th. As you know, city staff has canceled this year's Santa on the Square due to concerns over coronavirus. However, the city council is expected to make a final decision on Light Up Ocala next Tuesday at their October 20th meeting. So just a little bit tidbit there. I want to thank my guest today, Chief Greg Graham. We've done this for quite a while. Him coming in and graciously talking to us about the goings-on with the Marion County, with the Ocala Police Department. We'll also try to get Sheriff Woods on here on a regular basis as well. And what's unique about this, what I'll do with the city of Ocala Police, is not only will the chief come on, but he'll send people from different departments. You'll get an inside look at things like crime scene investigation, inside look at the canine units, the special ops units. You get all kind of insights because we'll talk to people who are actually in those departments. So that's something we like to do. I've done it for the better part of 5 years. Buddy Martin started the scene with Ask the Cops, and I continued it with Cop Talk on my video podcast. And now we have the chief back on here on Ocala Talks. I'd like to thank all my listeners today for joining us. And be careful out there. Oh, by the way, forgot to tell you, President Donald Trump will be here Friday at 4 p.m. at the Ocala Airport. He's coming in to the Ocala Airport to have a rally. So the rally starts at 4 p.m. Friday. You can go to Trump's website and get tickets for this event. But I'm going to be far away from that area come 1 o'clock Friday. I'll tell you that. Thanks for listening.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
USA Radio News with Tim Berg.
The second day of Supreme Court nominee Amy Coney Barrett's confirmation hearing is taking place today.